John MacGregor, an English lawyer, philanthropist, and adventurer, 140 years ago brought a canoe to the Holy Land. MacGregor was the first to design and build such boats for sports and recreational purposes, and he navigated in them through various rivers of the world. The canoe Rob Roy, named after one of his Scottish folk hero forefathers, he had built in the boathouse of the Royal London Canoe Club. He transported it by boat to the port of Beirut, and then by carriage to the Hermon Mountain, where today the borders of Israel, Lebanon, and Syria converge. For the first time, he was about to scout out parts of the Jordan River, the river that is holy to many millions of believers the world over. An old legend that still lives in the Jordan Valley tells of an Englishman who crossed the Jordan River. Since then, the legend goes, the man returns every 100 years to observe what has changed in the valley and along the river. As a result of the wars and severe changes this area has experienced, the accounting of the years was lost, so that some people believe he might show up any day now. John MacGregor's adventurous journey lasted about a month. This documentary film will recreate the trip with a look-alike actor, dressed like MacGregor, who will read from his well-preserved diary and talk about the environment with people he will meet along the way. All along the route John MacGregor maneuvered his canoe, man-made environmental hazards were created, some irreversible. The three small rivers creating the source of the Jordan River now carry much less water, which is also far less clean. The Hula Lake, in which MacGregor navigated, has since disappeared in a mammoth drying enterprise that took place in the mid-20th century. Years later, it was discovered that numerous errors and miscalculations had occurred, causing damage to the environment. Today, much of the drained land has been abandoned due to underground fires and dangerous minerals in the water that eventually would be used for drinking and irrigation. The dry lands caused the extinction of flora and fauna that existed here from time immemorial. As a result, some kinds were eradicated from the face of the earth. Today, there remains only a small reclaimed nature reserve as evidence of the rich natural past. 500 million birds, migrating twice a year along the Syrian-African fault, are now slowly coming back to their lost domain. An international birdwatching center is part of the battle of man for nature. It is yet again proof of the ability of individuals as well as groups to bring about changes, to rehabilitate, and to preserve the environment. In the Hula Lake district, John MacGregor was captured by local hostile Bedouins. He managed to free himself by using his patience, money, and a bit of luck. The section known as the Mountainous Jordan is the only part still carrying clean water, but the flow of water has been reduced, harming life around it. Until recently, the Sea of Galilee served as the main source of water supply for the entire country. Excessive pumping together with a few dry seasons caused the water level to drop to its black line. Below this line, the use of water is not permitted. The southern part of the Jordan River has become a mixture of sewage and brackish water, or simply portions of a dry riverbed. The villages along both sides of the border between Israel and Jordan contribute to the disaster as well as suffer the consequences together. But some Israeli and Palestinian communities also cooperate here, giving rise to the hope of a slightly better tomorrow. The Dead Sea, the lowest spot on Earth, is now a fast disappearing lake. 1/3 of it is gone forever. This has been taken over by huge bromine, potash, and salt drying pools. The Dead Sea, lying at the end of the Jordan River, is losing every year 3 feet of its height, resulting in new and unexpected ecological hazards. Can man still put a stop at least to a part of the ongoing process of destruction? Can part of the damage be reversed so that nature can reclaim what is rightfully hers? The words of the famous spiritual song reverberate here. River Jordan is deep and cold, chills the body, but not the soul. Can man still avoid the calamities? Only man knows the answer. 10 years prior to the trip of John MacGregor and the Rob Roy, another Englishman, Charles Darwin, wrote, "In nature, it is the survival of the fittest. Here, along the Jordan River, man and nature together continue their struggle for survival."